G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 16 of our Sevilla Rebuild here on Dylan on the Ball. Today it is the start of season 4. We've got, a very minor, tiny, little transfer roundup to get you through. Not in terms of money, but in terms of, the amount of turnover, I guess, compared to previous seasons. There is still a couple of weeks left in the transfer window, so there might end up being more. I don't really know. We'll see. Before we do get started though, make sure you do leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you want to see just how far we can take this Sevilla side, what the future holds. If you want to see how great the replacements for those who have left us will turn out to be. Comment down below what you think of the transfers, what you think of the incomings, outgoings, everything like that. Anything you think we should try and improve on for this season. Anything like that, let me know down below in the comments section. And now, on to the big one. As you'll see in the title, as you may guess, a club record transfer sale. It is Rafa Mir. He's gone. It says he's now worth 104 to 123 million, which hurts. He ended up going for 85 million on the dot, which was his release clause, so I can't entirely complain about that one. Like, he had a fantastic last 2 seasons with the club, and after buying him for, just under 14 million 4 seasons ago, we've got, how many goals is that? Like, we've managed to get, 76 league goals, I think that is. My maths is not great. I think about 76 league goals out of him, plus all the other goals in other competitions. We'd managed to get, we actually got 76 out of the last 2 seasons. We got 77 out of the last. Damn, he scored a lot of goals for us. So to be able to then get the money from Liverpool, 85 million straight into our bank, is absolutely huge for the club. It is the record sale for the club. The previous sale record was Yusuf En-Nesyri, which was after this first season. So at the start of this season, we sold Yusuf En-Nesyri to Juventus for about 45 million, I think. And we brought in Kalimwendo for about 26 or something like that, so we made a great profit on him. The only other outgoing, and yes, I really mean that when I say the only other outgoing, apart from youth loans, which there's been a ton of, we are absolutely abusing that. The other outgoing is Iñaki Peña. He's gone on loan to Celtic for the season. Basically, I brought in a new goalkeeper, one that'll be basically our first choice. So we thought we'd loan out Iñaki Peña because, with him being 26, there probably is still a future for him at the club as a backup goalkeeper, because Yassine Bounou is now 34 years old, so he'll eventually just leave. I think his contract's up at the end of this season. I don't think I'm going to renew that. So Peña on loan to Celtic. He'll have a great season, I'm sure, or not play, whatever. I don't really care, because he doesn't need to improve. He's fine as a backup goalkeeper to our first choice keeper, who we'll see in a minute. I just thought it was worthwhile to get him out for this season so that he remains happy, so that we don't, tick him off too badly. And so that we had more room to play our new first choice goalkeeper, 19-year-old German Dennis Simon. I'm going to say Simon, because I'm definitely not saying it the other way you could probably pronounce this feasibly, and I just refuse to say it that way. It is Dennis Simon. He is 192 centimeters. He's 90 kilos. He's pretty big and thick for a 19-year-old. He also just looks absolutely unreal. Jumping reach of 19, great aerial reach of 18, one-on-ones of 16, which is great. Good rushing out, good one-on-ones already, which is fantastic. I'm absolutely over the moon to have got him. We did pay about 36 million for him all up, so I think we ended up having to give him some sort of, 36.5 million we ended up having to pay for him, so very much expecting big things of him. When you do compare our main man Dennis to Yassine Bounou here, he's just behind in distribution, but then he's much better physically, a little bit quicker, and he's absolutely nutty as hell, so he's just about on par with him, but he's 19 years old as opposed to 34. I did just notice that Bounou does actually have 2 years left on his deal, so he's going to have to get used to being a backup, or he's going to have to ask to leave, really, because I'm going to play the 19-year-old. I know, obviously, he's going to be inexperienced, he's going to make some mistakes, blah, blah, blah. He's not going to be as consistent and quality as Bounou from the off, but Dennis Simon will absolutely come good. I'm absolutely sure of it, because he looks absolutely unreal. If you look at his profile, it does say he's a wonder kid. It also says that he was named the next-gen runner-up twice. You poor fella, you absolute poor fella. He was so close. Hopefully he'll win it while he's with us. The next player we brought in has also come from a German team. He's not German though. You'll see that in a second though. He is replacing Rafa Mir, but I guess what we're doing is sort of next man up mentality. Kalimwendo will now be, I guess, the number 1 first choice striker, and this fella will be the second choice. And that player is 20-year-old French forward Mathys Tel. Mathys? I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna say tell and probably end up saying a lot of tell-related puns, like tell them they're dreaming because they've just conceded a goal. He looks absolutely unreal. He's 20 years old. He's a wonder kid as well. We ended up paying a hell of a lot of money for him. I mean, Bayern Munich signed him for 17, and then a couple of years later they've sold him to us for 35. So we paid 35 for him, about 36 for Simon. So we paid just over 70 for the two of them. I think that's what we need to do though. We need to start paying more for players so that we get those higher reputation players, get the, sort of better quality of player and start to rise up the ranks in terms of most reputable sides. Matthias Tell though, he looks absolutely sensational. For a 20-year-old, very, very good physically across the board. Decent enough mentals, like determination and flair are fantastic. Off the ball's 14. Decent dribbling and finishing, good free kicks and heading and long shots are all decent. Obviously some room for improvement, but again, he's 20 years old. He will absolutely come on leaps and bounds in the next couple of years as he gets lots of first team football with us. If we look at his history with Bayern Munich, last season he played 22 games all up, scored 4 goals, 15 of those appearances were off the bench. He had a season on loan back in France where he made 28 appearances, scored 13 goals. He also scored twice for Bayern Munich that season. In his first season he played 23 games, scored 6 goals, so he's had a decent amount of football under his belt. We're getting him now to continue that on. He'll get starts if he's in form and if Callum Window's not fit. He'll get plenty of time as well off the bench if we need that impact player off the bench because he's got the pace to do that. Or if we've already got the game wrapped up, 2 or 3-0 up, about 60 minutes in, 70 minutes in, Matthias Tell will get plenty of time to go out there without pressure, go play, go improve, go make a difference. And in a couple of years, I think he will be right up there with our best players at the club because he does look absolutely unreal. He can also play off both flanks. We might end up using him sometimes as like the inside forward on the left-hand side, just sort of depending on fitness and injuries and all that sort of stuff, and form as well. If he comes in absolutely guns blazing, he'll get more time playing striker, playing on left wing, all of the above basically. We have also added another couple of players to the first team picture, and the reasoning is, well, they haven't had a good enough loan offer. The loan offers that they've got have either not offered to pay any of their wage, which I'm not keen on, or they're not offering them a good enough place in the squad, so offering them like squad player or fringe player even, which is absolutely not great. Like, why do you even want him? Why him if you're going to use him as a fringe player? Those players though are Cher and Dur. He came in as a free transfer a couple of years ago now, so he came in as a free transfer from Benfica. His contract had expired. We brought him in, sent him out on loan to Copenhagen, where he did play plenty of football. 26 appearances, a couple of goals, a couple of assists. Then he played for Augsburg in the second division of Germany. He started 31 games, couple of goals, couple of assists. So life was looking good there. He does look fairly decent. He's not far off the first team level, so he'll come off the bench more than anything if he is to play for the first team. Otherwise, he is still loan listed, so he may end up leaving. The second player is 17-year-old French youth player Madi El Achouri. El Achouri. Oh, I don't know how to say it. It's just Maddie. I'm just going to call him Maddie. He looks absolutely sensational for a 17-year-old. He's absolutely unreal. Physicals are all improving, which is great to see. Naturally fit, good teamwork, good agility, good dribbler and finisher for a 17-year-old. I mean, all of it's good for a 17-year-old, really. I'm training him as an inside forward, as you see down here. I think he's going to end up being an absolute superstar, but for now, he will basically get runs off our bench when we're winning games, basically. It's just, look, I don't want to depend on him too bad. If you look at his career, he's only had the one real season where he played football for Châteauroux. You can see here in the first half of the season, he played 22 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. We signed him, loaned him back to Châteauroux. Châteauroux? I don't know. He then played another 13 games, grabbing himself a couple of goals. Not the greatest of average ratings, but at the end of the day, he played for a not great side who ended up getting relegated. And he's 17. So really, I didn't expect, absolute wonders out of him. He played very well at the Under-20 World Cup, as you see here. But really, at the end of the day, he is still loan listed. He's one I'd really appreciate getting, like, consistent first-team football, even at a Spanish second division team, at a championship team, anything, something like that, where he can just go there, play, get regular football, grow, do his thing. Otherwise, he'll likely just be getting a whole lot of bench appearances for us. Again, similar to, I guess, Cher and Dor, the previous bloke. He'll get a lot of opportunities off the bench if he sticks around at the club, like off the bench when we're winning, that sort of thing. Like, we'll integrate him slowly into the first team. Hopefully he can continue to grow like he is currently, because looking at his trajectory, I'm not sure why it doesn't say wonder kid at this stage. Maybe it's waiting until he's a little bit older. I don't know. I think he does look rather fantastic though. Oh my days. I have just gotten this far into it and realised that we've forgotten someone. So, after all that, it turns out we also changed over a centre-back. I completely forgot about it. I'm just bad, basically. The player that's gone is Karim Rekic. He has gone to Torino. We definitely didn't get 15 to 20 million. I think it was closer to 7 or something. 8 million, there we go. As has been the case over the last couple of videos with him. He wasn't playing. He's not going to get any better. He's 30 years old now. Like, it was time to move him on. We got about 8 million for him. We have replaced him. That replacement is Leverkusen centre-back / left-back Piero Hincapié. Oh, that's how I'm going to say. I'm going to say Hincapié until someone corrects me. Okay, so Hincapié is the replacement. Another left-sided central defender who can play on the left, like side defense, like as a left-back or a centre-back. The difference being he's 23 years old. He's going to get better. He already looks fantastic. He's quick for a centre-back. He's tall enough. He's strong enough. He can do the lot, really. Very, very happy with him. I think he'll be very, very good. 4 centre-backs now are Simakan, Nionzu, Cuenca, and Hincapié. So I think we've got a very, very good core there. The oldest being 25. So in theory, they'll have a number of years together where they can grow and get better and put in, great performances together, really. That has made the squad planner look like this. We've got 2 players in every single position except for those couple of positions with Cher and Dor and Maddie here, making those roles have 3. The quality does seem like it's a little bit low, but I guess when you think about it, like last season, Miguel Gutierrez actually outperformed Fran Garcia, and players like Pablo Maffeo have been wanted by teams like PSG and Atletico Madrid over their time with the club. So 3 stars might seem a little bit ridiculous as well. Like when you think about Luis Enrique, who's rated as 3 stars down here, firstly, he's very good. Secondly, he was in the La Liga team of the season last season because he had just like an absolutely fantastic season. So look, 3 stars seems a bit rich for some of them. I think we're very well balanced. We've got a lot of talent, a lot of youth, a lot of potential, but we've also got a number of players there with a good amount of experience, like Bunu, like Maffeo even, like most of our midfield, really, with Oliver, Joan Jordan, Thomas Delaney. Then we go forward to Campos and Justin Kluivert. They're players with good experience at high levels, so I think we are well placed to make another great run at just competing again at that high level, at the level of Real Madrid and Barcelona in the league. Hopefully we can improve in the Champions League. That would be the ultimate goal, is to improve there as well while competing in La Liga, I guess. As I said at the start of the video, there are 2 weeks left in the transfer window, so should offers come in for certain players, we wouldn't necessarily stand in their way, like I guess our right backs, our sort of holding midfielders like Oliver, Joan Jordan, Delaney. They're all 30 and above, so if offers come in for them, I'm not going to entirely stand in their way. But then if any of them do go, we will have to replace them. So that'll be something we cover next video if it were to happen. If it doesn't, I think we're pretty well placed. That though is the squad for this season. If you look at just the squad screen, you can see there is, a good balance of the ages here. Like there is a couple of 34 and 33 there was down here somewhere. Where was 30? I'm sure I saw a 33. Anyway, there's some older players. Oh yeah, there we go, Delaney. Some older players, some younger players, some players in their prime. I think we're very well placed now. It's a very good balanced squad. Like when we first got to the club, it was very much an older squad that needed refreshing. I think we've done a very good job of that, bringing in some quality younger players, as well as some players who just needed to be given the opportunity, and they have done. We're looking fantastic, I think. That though will do for a wrap up. Let's get through to today's lineup. For the first game of the season, we are hosting Levante to start off our title defense. So from the start, just the one player will be making his debut. It will be Simon in goals, a back four of Maffeo, Simakan, Cuenca and Gutierrez, a midfield pairing of Joan Jordan and Oliver. On the right wing will be Ocampos, left wing Luis Enrique, and as the number 10, Oscar, with Calimundo up front. I think looking at it, I think we're very well placed. Like looking at the starting lineup we've put out there is very much what we've won the league with last season, just about. Then looking at the bench does look very good with players like Fran Beltran, Malero, who will get a lot of first team football this season. I mean, he did last season, it won't be any different. Then players like Neonzu, who was like a player of the season the first year, Justin Kluivert, who's fantastic last season, Bunu's on our bench. You know, I think we're very, very well placed to be, you know, a force to be reckoned with this season, hopefully. Very much looking to hopefully continue on the form that we had from last season. What can we say today? We are going to focus on the fans today. Let's absolutely focus on the fans. Pump some smoke up the behinds. Let's get to kickoff. Guys, as we get through this, I'll just remind you guys to please, again, leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment what you think of it. All that sort of stuff. You get what I mean anyway. It's very weird to see Todd Cantwell here. I was not expecting to see that man's face on a Levante team sheet. So only the one game being played, Madrid did beat Las Palmas by 3 goals. Las Palmas being Alberto Moleiro's old team. So guess he's got a homecoming this season because if you remember, or if I remember correctly, you may remember, they were in the 2nd division. So it's good to see that they have come up and he'll get that opportunity. It's good to see as well that the 6 million that we gave them for Moleiro, which is insane by the way, they put to use and they've got themselves back up to the to La Liga. 10 minutes in here, we haven't done much yet, but that's absolutely fine. We've got a highlight here. Cantwell lifts the ball in towards Iborra, headed away by Cuenca. Iborra, the big long ball across, back to Cantwell, miscontrols. Maffeo now looks to spring the counter-attack. Gets beyond Cantwell, who's just walking for some reason. Maffeo into Oscar. Oscar through ball for Kalimwendo. Oh, big save, damn it. Just through on goals. Needing Kalimwendo to stand up this season, like with losing a 39 goal striker, there's a big hole in the team that needs to be filled. Hoping that Kalimwendo can stand up this season and do it, or step up this season and do it. Another highlight here, Simakan across to Maffeo, out to Oscar on the right hand side. Look to swing one in, hopefully. No, play back here. Alright, stay patient, that's fine. Oli Torres loses it poorly. I don't know if it seems like it to you, but the screen seems like it's stuttering. It's driving me nuts. Simakan wins the header there. Back to Joan Jordan. Simakan through to Oli Torres. Over the top for Lucas Ocampos on the right-hand side. He'll swing in the cross. Enrique back to Oscar. God damn it. Straight at the keeper. Nothing happened. Bloody hell. That was shocking. The finish there was not the best. Maffeo now plays Kalimwendo in. He's in the box. Tried to swing a cross in. They header it back to a Campos, out to Oli Torres, from range, off the post, Kalimwendo taps it in, please be onside. It would be absolutely sensational to start the season with Kalimwendo firing. We need him to step up into filling those boots of, filling the boots of Rafa Mir. He is offside on this occasion. Was it the shot from Oli Torres? Yeah, he's just offside, bugger it. Good start though, I feel like we've had 5 shots. I feel like we're creating enough to be taking the lead soon, hopefully. Very much needing Kalimwendo to fill those boots of Rafa Mir. Isn't an easy ask. I don't feel like it's ever easy to ask a striker to go out there and score 39 goals, but hopefully we don't miss him too much. 85 million we couldn't do anything about though. Like it was his... Oh, that's just wide. That was his release clause. We did offer him a contract to try and sway him a little bit, but I mean... I guess when Liverpool come calling, there's not too much, power we have to resist, I guess. Attack now for Levante. We clear the ball out. Maffeo will reel that one in and give it to Simakan. Plays forward to Oli Torres. Oscar now on the ball. Looks for a Campos. Oh, little ball into the middle. Oscar wins the header. Kalimwendo. Back to a Campos. Oh, over the bar. Damn it. Good signs though. I'm maintaining the positivity here, Like we haven't taken the lead yet. It's a title defense. People are out to beat us, that sort of thing. I don't know. Look, I'm looking for positives here. Don't take it too seriously. Oscar swings in the free kick for the next chance. Cuenca. Oh man. Save after save there. Keeper is on fire. Goal. Damn it. Our XG's at 1.74 now, which is not great. A tight groin for Luis Enrique, who might look to take him off at half time. We'll see how he goes though, because it does say we should be able to nurse him through. Don't want to go making changes for changes' sake, I guess. Another highlight here on 43 minutes in. We win the ball after the goal kick. Luis Enrique out to Gutierrez, who'll take on his man, get past him down the left-hand side. Look to swing it in, cleared. Ocampos wins the header into no one, and they headed away. Joan Jordan now back to Simakan. Maffeo over the top. I think Calamander's offside again. Maffeo put it over the top for a camp pass. The header across goals to Calamwendo, who puts it in. I have a feeling he's offside though. Yes, he's offside again. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 2 times now he's been offside. He's put the ball in the back of the net, which is great. Just needs to, stay onside, really. That's it. Although, I mean, in terms of filling Rafamir's boots, he's doing a great job because Rafamir led the league in offsides last season. So, really, he's got 90% of the job correct so far. Head to the dressing room. We're doing very well, really. Yeah, scoreline doesn't reflect how good we have been. We'll keep just gassing them up, just telling them how great they are. Bit more encouragement. We really have been the better side, and I think should we continue on playing how we did in the first half, I think we will be absolutely fine in the second half. 52 minutes in, we do have Matthias Tell on the bench, so we can bring on up front. I think we'll then look to bring Justin Kluivert on at left wing as well. Not a great match to bring on substitutes. I mean, not substitutes. That's stupid. Not a great match to bring on debutants, I feel, but, we've got to do it. All right, we're bringing off Luis Enrique for Kluivert. We'll also bring on Matthias Tell. No other changes at this point, I don't think. Oh, actually, let's bring on Alberto Malheiro. We'll bring off the yellow-carded Joan Jordan, and we'll sort of shuffle things along so that Oscar is the most attacking central midfielder. Actually, these players, we'll tell them to win it, and Matthias Tell, just go enjoy your debut, my friend. Go enjoy yourself. We've got half an hour for you to go out there and make a difference. Need that goal, though. So, looking at the stats, our play is definitely warranted. Corner here, it's in. Who's offside there? I don't really understand who would be offside there because it just flew straight by. Old mate, get in! It's a goal. I don't know who's. It's Simakan that it counts to. He heads in the corner. Oh, it's Matthias Tell who was marking the goalkeeper, but he had a player with him. There's nothing in that. It's a goal. It's 1-0. It's Mohamed Simakan from the corner. Heads in at the near post. We are up 1-0. 70 minutes in now, or just about 70 minutes in now. Now we can look to, we will bring on the debutant Hincapié for Cuenca, and then we'll bring on Fran Beltran for Oliver. I think we'll look to use Fran Beltran more this season than Thomas Delaney, because, I mean, really, Thomas Delaney's 33. We need to start moving on from him, and, he's one of those players that I definitely would listen to offers for. Hincapié on his debut forward for Oscar. Oh, Malheiro, you absolute melon. Why have you done that? Absolutely, why have you done that? There's absolutely no reason whatsoever that he's gone in like that. That is absolutely ridiculous. You absolute melon. He's come off the bench and 10 minutes later, he's flown through someone's backside. We're going to have to go more defensive here. A little bit more defensive on all of the midfield roles, I guess, and the wide backs. We'll go to direct passing and passing into space, because I guess really stop overlapping. The goal will be to put it in behind for Matthias Tell, really. That's all we can do. Slow the pace down. What can we do otherwise? This is stupid. Damn it, Alberto. You absolute melon. 76 minutes in now. We're now absolutely, up against it, because one of our players has been stupid. Get a highlight here, though. Gutierrez swings it across towards Ocampos. Just wide, man. If we manage to throw this away, I'm going to be absolutely livid, because looking at the stats and the balance of play that you've seen the highlights of, we've been absolutely fantastic. We've done a great job of creating chance after chance, of dominating the play, and it just hasn't happened. Another highlight here, Fran Beltran with the ball. Look for Justin Kluivert, wins the header but loses the ball, giving it straight away to Iborra. They give it straight back to Beltran for Matthias Tell. He puts it in. It's 2-0. He's got a goal on his debut. The good little ball over the top. I was very much thinking he would be offside, but the little ball over the top, I think it was Pepe Lou, just gives it straight away. He just passes it here straight to Fran Beltran. Lifts the ball over the top for Matthias Tell, brings it down with one, finishes with the second touch. And it is 2-0. We can go back to positive. We'll encourage the boys. We're up 2-0. Take that, Alberto Malheiro, you spoon. You try to derail this, you melon. Free kick here for Levante. Moraes in the box. Okay, well, alright, that was short-lived. We're going to what can we do? We're going to need to start time wasting, very direct, distribute over defense. What can we do? Drop off more, not going to trigger the press as much. And now it's to the point where we need to eke out a win. That's great. That was about 2 seconds later. They finally get a highlight, and it's a free kick. Wesley Moraes controls the ball. No one sticks with him somehow. Then no one marks this pawn in the middle, and he thumps it in the back of the net. Bloody hell. All right. Focus, you absolute spoons. God damn it, Malero. You spoon. 89th minute. 5 minutes of added time, of course. Another highlight here. I'm getting absolutely football managered here, aren't I? Gutierrez with the ball back to Hincapié. At 2-0, it made sense to bring Hincapié on, didn't it? Long ball from Simon. Pawn forward for some bloke there. Matthijs Tel goes flying in this time. Simakan over the top for Maffeo. Maffeo on the right-hand side will look in for Matthijs Tel from range. Oh, off the post. That looked like a terrible shot. I'm not sure how that actually ended up beating the keeper, but Matthijs Tel has scored. Now he's hit the post. 94th minute. 1 minute to go now. We're just about there. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. That turned out being a lot less comfortable than it should have been. We had 27 shots to their 4, but at the end of it, it seemed like we were nervous. Stupid. What a stupid red card. So a 2-1 win, we'll absolutely take it, whatever. It was a good performance for the most part. Just that last half hour where we were down a man. Not even half hour, that's an exaggeration, where we were down a man for a period of time. It might have been closer to 20 minutes all up, but we managed to get the win over the line. We get the 3 points, that's all that matters. Malero will be, fined in line with whatever our code of conduct says that they will always agree to and love. Next video, we will come back. There will be Champions League football that comes in amongst all of these games here, but what we'll do is come back for this game at home against Valencia, a good side under Maurizio Pellegrino, who last season, what did they end up finishing last season? Let's go to say last season. They ended up finishing 5th last season, so they're no slouches by any means. They had a bad season, I think, the season before that. Yeah, where they finished 13th, but finished 5th last season. They're a good side. They'll pose us problems. We'll have work to do on that occasion. We'll also have plenty of Champions League to play in this time, and I will catch you up on absolutely all of it. Thank you guys very, very much for watching today's video. Make sure you do leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here. Comment down below what you thought of the video, what you think we should do with the next 2 weeks of the transfer window, all that sort of brilliant stuff. And until next time, when we go again to continue another title defense. Could we three-peat? Could we? I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, peace.